GM fam, we are live with your host Phil Excontress, where we're going to talk about Solana NFTs, the love, the drama, and the vibes. All right, so we're going to talk about some news that came up with Claynosaurz, kind of a little bit of alpha here and there, some upcoming mints, OK Bear's new product, and much more. So let's get on with the show. Let's go on with what's going on right now in Solana. There's one thing I really have to show is where the floor is going right now, the volume basically in Solana. So right here you have Sol, and you can see it's dipped, but just look at the USD value. I mean, it has gone up significantly. And the last time we talked, it's gone down to basically about like 400 million. And now it's back up to basically reaching at 500, which is kind of insane how fast that has made it in such a short time frame. Basically all in February it's occurred. So we are basically back at 500 million. Insane. All right. So with that said, I mean, if you remember when we first talked about this in January, this went all the way to 600 million. I was quite concerned because it was such a high move within 1 month, and then it dropped down all the way to 400. But now it's at 500 million. I mean, I think this is probably going to be, I don't want to say it's going to keep going upwards because we just don't know what the next rates are going to be. We don't know what's going to happen with inflation, if it's going to keep going down by only point 0.1 from what it was. And it's just a couple of things here and there next month. It's gonna more data is gonna come out with all that. So we're about to see more of where this thing is heading, and it could probably be stable, but that is the data so far. All right, so let's get on with the NFT news and where things are right now with a couple of these projects. We have Claynosaurz. We have this guy named Daft Crypto Punk. Shout out to him. He basically threw out a little thread on some things about this project. Yesterday, a little bit of alpha was dropped by the Claynosaurz team. And he basically says, okay, we finally know what the burn usage rate will be for the clay makers and the clay. Let's start with clay makers. All right, for a floor price, 1.85. So basically, deluxe, 7.50. You can use it 5 times. Cooldown period is 24 hours. And the limited is basically unlimited. And what he's basically talking about is the actual clay makers, which I'll bring up right here. The clay makers, and right here, that's actually the main collection. Here are the clay makers. The clay makers are basically what we think are going to be like, what they're going to basically be able to produce, like clay. So here you have the regular ones, and then you have the golden ones. The golden ones are going to be the ones where you can actually have an unlimited amount of basically pop out of clays. So if I could find it in this weird split view, which I think is pretty cool, but I don't think I can find it in this way. But or actually, you know what? Let me see if I can actually find it from high. Maybe if I could find it from there. But right here, you actually have the gold right here, and as this one is priced at 999. There's probably more that's probably priced lower. I will probably guess maybe 75, but I'll work on my split view a little bit more often, just to make this magic work better. But okay, so we'll go back to what basically he's describing here. So we finally know what the burn usage rate is, right? First, single use, deluxe, 5 uses, limited, unlimited use. That was the gold cleaner that you saw in Magic Eden right here. Boom. Crazy, crazy. All right, so the claimer will be utilized to perform 2 functions now: build armor, wearable items for your dinos, burn clay and sardinas within a clay maker to create an egg that will hatch into a pterodactyl. I'm guessing that's like a flying, one of those eagle dinosaurs. Flying taxi service hinted at in a few drawings. Pretty smart. I never caught on to that. But I have a feeling that this is not the end of the use of clay makers. This team seems to give a lot of value. So you have clay right now, all these different clays at different prices: 0.58, 0.63. White gold is this is 1,000 right here. Clay was the second airdrop to holders, and yeah, they did receive clay. Now, going back down here, as we know, the clay will be used in combination to create different classes that will ultimately have another usability. Oh, pretty cool. We may think to yourself, but Daft, I can't afford a Claynosaurz because they are above And then here's basically he talks about like you can actually buy the clay maker or whatnot. Like I'm not gonna try to shield the actual NFTs, but overall, I mean, I just think the the info that he's giving out is pretty cool. It's pretty legit. He's basically saying, I believe that we are just touching the tip of the iceberg when it comes to the Claynos. Uh, you have these people within the Claynosaurz, yada yada, and boom, bada bing, bada boom. All right, so overall, I mean, I found that interesting on what he was talking about. I found the whole paradactyl taxi service quite interesting as well. And we'll definitely find out more on what's going on with Claynosaurz. All right, Kane Shi, what's up, man? How's it going? GM. All right, so the other news we got was Hades token. Hades token is part of HadeSwap. HadeSwap came out maybe like 5 months ago. ABC NFT holders basically own this protocol. Now, when Hades came out, you could literally swap like one Hades for like $8. It was kind of insane. It was actually went all the way up to like $25, I think it was. That was like basically like one soul. But now it's finally dropped down to about, I think it was like a dollar 50 cents, somewhere there, $1.20 now. What this guy is saying, Hong Kong just opened crypto to real investors. A lot of Chinese investors are currently in HateSwap. What if they invite more Chinese whales to invest on a decentralized market? Alpha is Hate. Chinese influencers coming to crypto. So like the one thing like I did notice in HateSwap, especially like on their Discord it's crazy part is like it all finally like kind of clicked. Like there's actual a channel for people who are from China or people who speak Mandarin, and it's pretty cool because like it's a different group of people who are definitely in this Discord, and it's a lot of them. And when I read this, I'm like, huh, okay, that kind of made sense because like if you literally go on that Discord, there are a lot of people from that area, that region, or speak Mandarin. So and not just that, I mean, just overall hate swap around that area. I mean, you have Lunar Fest, which is gonna come out from Lunar Project, who the founder is ABC Dino, who is basically a part of the Open DAO, and they have like a Chinese resemblance, and then the Open DAO HG Soul is basically a part of that too. So it's kind of like this network around that area, like Lunar Fest, Lunar Project, the 12 zodiac signs, all that. Just like just kind of just like makes me think a little bit more like what's going on over there, how big things can get there, yada yada yada. All right, so the other thing that came out is that Instagram is finally coming out with their verification system for $11, 11.99. Basically, they copied the Elon Musk. Elon Musk came out with this Twitter verification system, and it worked. He's getting revenue from it. Twitter is probably gonna maybe become profitable one day. And now you have Mark Zuckerberg saying, "Huh, that's not a bad idea. Let's do the same thing." So here we are. People will pay for it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm paying for mine for my Twitter, and it's not a bad gig. Now, overall, I think this is going to be great as far as like for NFTs, because you have a lot of bad juju out there on Twitter. You have a lot of bad juju on Instagram, and verification really leads to better quality of projects, influencers, knowing that they are real, that they're not these like fake bots or fake whatever, trying to basically hack into you or whatnot. At least you have some kind of system to like, okay, this guy is verified. Twitter, Instagram has verified him. I can kind of trust, even though you can't trust anybody. Like, but like, there's more of like a layer of security involved. So I think that's overall great for NFTs because of this system. All right, so on to the next thing. All right, we have if you already heard, Blur and OpenSea have been on a battle royale because Blur basically is dominating right now, And OpenSea finally announced that they are going to have zero creator royalty. And it's quite funny because Solana went through this for maybe 4 or 5 months. I've gone through this whole phase. I was here on YouTube when Solana went to $8 with FTX with no creator royalties. Everyone's dying. Discords were dying. There was no projects. I was still here making content. Psychotic person. But OpenSea, and then we finally came out of it. That's the crazy part. We finally came out of it, and it's almost repetitive. It's kind of funny because people who are influencers are talking about the same type of threads that Solana people talked about, the founders, influencers, and OpenSea is now basically, they couldn't. I don't want to say that they saw the competition. They had to do what they had to do, or else they'll die. There's a lot of people on Twitter that don't like this because obviously it's going to change a lot of things for founders. They won't be able to have their actual main source of revenue to build their product because of this issue. And but at the same time, OpenSea doesn't want to lose their business because they also need to basically sustain their company. So the main thing here is that there's going to be a lot of NFT projects that are not going to make it. A lot of NFT projects because their main source of revenue was the royalty structure. And now there is really no royalty structure. So you lost your main source of revenue. So we are about to see some major changes. I think overall this is great. This is all free market. I like watching the free market. I like watching how people are going to figure things out on how to build a better service, a better product. NFT projects are going to be doubling time on Ethereum to basically find innovative ways to build revenue, just like what Solana projects did back in the day. So this is overall, I enjoy it. I like it overall. I think it's better for the system. There's no interference. It's just these competitive marketplaces are figuring things out to make things easy for the public. All right, so overall, that's basically the main thing that's been going on OpenSea. I really don't want to talk about too much about it because this is all I talked about maybe 6 months ago, 4 months ago. So it's quite tiring. It's basically the same thing. And again, 0%, whatever. It's happened already. Okay, so here's another crazy news right here. Okay, you got OK Bears, who basically came out with this new product line right here: badges and streaks, a comprehensive spec thread on our upcoming flagship Web3 product. What to expect and why this system is an absolute game changer for our holders' brands. So it says, "Got a coffee?" I don't have a coffee, but I got my Pokeball with gas water. Yes, I know gas water, right? Badges, a display system designed to celebrate the collectors whether holding an OK Bear from mint, being a Firmaxer, or attempting to collect 100% of traits. Our badge system will celebrate all your glorious interactions with OK Bears. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's kind of cool. But streaks, an ever-growing reward system that challenges passive staking models in the space and aims to engage Web3 audience across multiple platforms. The first version will launch with 3 streaks that offer different rewards: GM, Rep, Sleep, Repeat. All right. I mean, that's kind of interesting. Sleep streaks delist bears to unlock physical drops, digital drops, and priority access at different time intervals. Unclaimed rewards remain with each bear when traded. Each delisted bear will count as an extra ticket for special events that pop up unexpectedly. All right, so this is where things are kind of getting juicy because you are basically being incentivized to stake, not through tokens. Because I talked about this maybe I think last week. Me and my buddy Zircon on Value Vibes podcast, we had a huge rant about staking. It was like a 10-minute rant about staking. And the main thing I hated, one, was because of taxes. I hate every day I have to write down the stakes, that all the transactions and all this stuff. That was like literally the only incentive staking has is basically you get a token that really has no value, and you on top of that you have to write a tax on that. You have to report it, which is going to take a minute of your time. So overall, a minute of your time is actually worth more than 0.001 cent of that token, if you know what I'm saying. So here you have sleep streaks. They are doing something different. They're rewarding people not through token, but through actually some type of actual like tangible asset. I would say like an extra ticket for a special event that pops up. There's something that clicks to it that is different, and I do like that. I mean, digital drops, physical drops. This is really nice. This is nice. Taxes too, but rep streak. We create the IP. You bring it to life. As we grow OK XYZ, we reward those building their online identities while repping bears. Streaks act as multipliers for your raffle ticket. A longer streak equals more tickets. Nice. All right, that's pretty cool. And just FYI, I'm not an OK bear holder. So this is just like my unbiased view on the project. So right now, this OKXYZ Web3 on ramp for Web2 brands powered by the OK Bears IMG partnership. All right, so we have that. Now we have GM streaks. Basically, here you all you have to do is say GM, and with you saying GM, you get some type of reward points for participating on that. If you're okay, bear, tweet GM, boom, and you start accumulating rewards. That's also kind of interesting how they're gonna connect Twitter and all that to this. It almost reminds me of Blocksmith Labs when they had the I forgot what it was called. It was mm, some type of pro shift. That's what it was, shift. If you had shift on your name, that you'll have like some type of incentive. You'll have forge token sent to you or something like that. GM, what's going Svet? What's going on, man? Taiyo staking is so cool. We have Soul NFT always a few steps ahead. What's going on, man? All right, so we have that GM as well. So for non-hosts, we're all gonna be okay. They're just saying GM as a friend, but we think daily active holds and Web3 social reach are slept on metrics highly desirable to brands. By rewarding an entire ecosystem for GMing, we can unleash the power of this reward system through paid product placement and mind-blowing giveaway. Everyone wins. All right, Badge is a living tech product. Boom. All right, that's actually pretty neat on what they're doing. I do enjoy it, and not because of this particularly, but because of how many other projects are gonna look at this idea and probably come out with another better idea that's involved from this idea, from innovation to innovation to innovation. So that's why I can't wait to see. I mean, they did something that's different, and I can't wait to see what other projects do as far as like changing the game up with this as well. So interesting things going on. All right, so Max is a project that is basically coming out basically today. I think today is February 20. The main thing that I do want to talk about here is their cool idea. They had a cool idea where basically if you mint this with a Solana NFT project that they mentioned, then you'll get something special. If you hold a Liberty Square and mint Max, you'll receive a Get Wrecked white T-shirt. All right. If you hold a Famous Fox, you'll receive the Cat Blue item. Man, these guys know their projects. They've been around the block. If you hold an OK Bears mint Max, you'll receive an OKT. If you hold you'll receive the backwards famous Soul Big Brain hat. All right. If you hold a Utes, you'll receive the Frank headband. Oh man. If you hold the gods, you'll receive the God cut of shirt. I mean, these guys know culture. They know Solana culture, man. Uh but that to me was quite a great idea. Now, I'm not saying to mint this project. I'm just saying that whole marketing uh tactic they used was really cool. So overall, I mean, I don't know much about this project, what they're doing. The website, like, it doesn't look bad. And it's the only thing that I would say is that I'm not a fan of apes. I'm never a fan. It's because Bored Ape Yacht Club really like destroyed that look. But once Bored Ape Yacht Club had that animal, it's like every NFT project that does it, it always falls back to Bored Ape Yacht Club. Even Solana Monkey Business, but in some way. But anyway, overall, I mean, great tactics from the Mac team. I truly enjoyed that. All right, so we have an upcoming NFT, the Bonfire NFT. 777 free fires that are ready to light apps like Raffle Platform and Launchpad. This one, these guys are basically making from what it looks like, it kind of looks like more of here it is. Okay, there's a fire brewing. See what we're up to. All right, so how fire ticker works: get on the road, wanderer. Today you have to cut down some trees to get firewood, yada yada. I mean, it's there's not much about it. Um, I was actually expecting more about this bonfire NFT, but it's definitely something that I do want to look at into more. 17 mutual following right now for this group. Fire list, you got the fire map right here. Fire map brief, bonfire, this NFT description. What is bonfire? Bonfire is an ecosystem of NFT utilities. The main utility is a burn raffle system based on the gradual elimination of a winning ticket in the form of NFTs. What are we building? Raffle NFT, raffle soul, launchpad, launchpad fire ticket. Man, they got like I guess this whole thing is like really like in the burning spectrum of things here. What is supply? 777. It's the cool thing is that it's free. That's like the cool part is that they're doing this for free, and they're probably gonna have some other incentives involved later on after they build up their community and whatnot. Now, the next project is called Zulpverse. Zulpverse, enter the Zulpverse generative pixel art project by Bad Luck Zulp, and Zulp listed 41 mutual following here. This is pretty interesting. There's a people who I follow who are following them. You have General Soul, you have Crypto Wasta, Charfu, you got Snooze, you got X Ragnar, you got Obey Raves. So I mean, this is quite a list of people. So this one's now I'm getting just curious. I mean, 40 is good, but it's not like up like the projects you've seen who are about to mint and like are all up there, like they're like above 100 mutual following on my list, on who I follow. But this is like it does look legit in some way because there are people following him up. But overall, have to see what they're doing and who this guy is. Bad luck, Zulp. Pixel artist. Oh, nice pixel artist. Working on Zulpverse, created art for the chimp. Oh, okay. Ooh, nah. Enigma. Okay. All right. Now we're getting somewhere. This guy has gone. He's been around the block. Let's just say that he's been around the block. He's got the Enigma. Okay, this guy is definitely a Solana degen and knows what's going on. Pixels Alive, my guy. Okay, so overall, I mean, I do like that the one of the creators of this have been in Solana for a while. It's not just a random person who just came in Solana and just wants to, mint project, take the revenue and leave. This guy is actually legit. Staff bot, enter Zulpverse. Zulpverse. Okay, so here we got okay, so it's just bad luck. Okay. So class phase 1 closed. You got the website here. Let's look at the website. Now keep in mind, I'm looking at this with you right now. I'm actually just going through this whole project as well. I think that looks pretty funny. Just the eyes right there that they have. Is there anything else I can do in this? Let me see. I'm gonna click this right here. Okay, it's just eyes following me. Interesting. I guess that's all it has. Just some eyes just stalking me. Okay, so let's look down on Twitter, see what's going on here. Pixel enthusiast, official Zulpverse art reveal. Hope you enjoy it. Oh man, that is not if that's the art. All percent is liable to alter. Dude, that is pretty sick. I do like that. Stands out from the rest with its ever. It does look like a champion in some way. what these animals do. Like if I could show you yeah, here it is. No matter what your preference is, you are sure to find a perfect companion. Zulpverse collection features a wide range of animals, each of which has multiple varieties of terms of color species. Interesting. Extensive traits and accessory, both impressions. Okay, cool. Enter the Zulpverse. Okay. All right. So, this right now that's what we have. John Lee says it looks awesome. Top-notch work. The penguin is dope. I didn't see the penguin. Let me see the penguin. Where's the penguin at? I just saw the panda. Oh, I mean that looks fine. That doesn't look bad. But I like the panda more. The panda looks sick. I wish I have that panda, but as far as art, yeah, the art looks sick here. I like the pixel art here. It's very nice. We don't know what if there's utility, if it's just one of those like one-on-one art projects. Awesome. Is this like a utility project? I don't know, but we'll find out later on after mint on where this project is going. But cool overall on what they're doing and what bad luck is going for. So I wish the best on this project and where it's gonna go. All right, so let's get on to what's going on with the actual. Actual Mac are not doing anything special besides what you just stated. They are from Near Protocol and their project is called Nice. Okay, I will join Jotmint as they feel Solana to get more money with no. Okay, interesting. Thanks for that, Tank. All right, so we're gonna go into the next thing right here, where basically we're gonna talk about what's going on in the market. I'm gonna pull up the slide right here. Boom. All right, so we have the market here. So what's happening right now is Solana has gone up to $26, and so has every other crypto. And usually, when that happens, when Solana price goes up, what tends to happen is NFT price goes down, and that is currently what's kind of occurring right now. The gods has gone down to 499 Solana, and it seems like it's happening right at the same time as the Sol price is coming up. Now, what I was thinking when interest rates when inflation hit 6.4, I was thinking that that the actual cryptocurrency market would actually go lower and Solana would go lower, and then the gods would go higher because that does the opposite. So, but it turns out the Solana price is going up now. The NFT price of the gods is going down. And it's not just the gods. I'm talking about everything here. Every Everything is probably going to be slowly dipping a little bit as people are selling to basically cash out in USD. You basically made a dollar extra in each Solana, and if you're in NFTs. So I know it kind of seems like confusing if you're like first in this whole thing, but it was for me when I first started. But like once you're in this for like for a while, it's just second nature to like you just can figure it out, I guess. So what does that mean here? Well, if you have Solana, it's kind of good because now you can buy projects at a lower price because you bought Solana at a lower price. So if you don't have Solana, I mean, it's this is probably going to go a lot more lower. You're you're probably going to be buying Solana, at a high price, $26. And if you're buying an NFT right now, you're probably gonna more likely maybe lose money because Solana right now with NFTs tend to go slowly down. So if Solana stays at $26, it's gonna probably dip a little bit slower, more lower, more lower. It's probably gonna take 2 weeks. If it goes $27, it's gonna go another for 2 weeks. So I mean, it's right now. It's just finding its price. It's finding its price. We went through this when Solana was here. When this was up here and Solana was like at $15, and it went all the way up to $25. Look how long it took. It went from like January 6th all the way to January 30. So and that's what it's been even from to February. Like it finally stabilized the same price here to the same price here when Solana was at 30. I mean, Solana was at 15 to Solana when it was 25. So more than likely it'll probably find its stable ground somewhere here if the price stays the same. We don't even know if the price stays. So that's like the whole spectrum on how this is being played out. But regardless, there's been some NFT projects that I've been observing. Experiments has been one of them. They just keep dropping, and I'm just looking right now. Maybe I'll buy one more, but I've just been buying for like maybe a couple of months here and there. But even Lunar is one of them that I'm still buying. I mean, I wouldn't suggest anyone to buy it. I'm just saying what I've been buying. Luna right now is at 3.50 Solana. How did this turn out like this? I have what the hell just happened there? But it's at 3.50, and it seems like they're finally coming back from their whole shenanigans. They completely screwed up. If you don't know, they mentioned they were going to airdrop. Everyone was happy. It never happened, and floor price just tanked. But it seems like they're finally coming back with their little alphas. Would you trust it? I don't know. I mean, they screw up the first time. I, I don't know if they'll screw up the second time, but they are saying we are building. They're finally coming out with their words here and there, and that's kind of a good sign. It's not like they rugged or anything, but overall, I mean, for me, I've just been buying and buying. I mean, I honestly like to be a part of the open DAO. That's just my main thing right now, and we'll see where Lunar comes with next in the next 1 month. I'm sure they're gonna come out with like some updates on where they're going, where they're taking this project. The thing with Lunar is that the guy ABC Dino, I mean, his name is ABC. He's got there's got to be something involved with hate swap. Hate swap, and maybe hate swap will buy it. I don't know what's gonna happen there, but Claynosaurz is at 25 Solana. This is one project as well. It's just I completely just love just Claynosaurz, man. I wish I was like a massive whale that had like 25 of these things, but unfortunately I'm not. So I have one right now, and some dude bought it. I talked about this one guy who bought all the Claynos, and it's finally coming down. It's finally coming down to where it's like at maybe levels to where I could probably buy it at maybe at 20. But we shall see and wait. Bonksy's finally came back from the dead, and when it was that one Solana. But like we have some other projects here that are down. Duel Bots is down massively too. I mean, this one's crazy. This hit all the way to like 200 Solana. This was a casino game, and boom, it just freaking collapsed, man. But I don't know if I'm gonna get in that one. Source is 1.20, which is also interesting for me. This is a lot of project. Breadheads is another one. Like they're building out this. It's like the Chrome, the Safari browser for NFTs. That's what they're trying to build, and it's been a while, but they've been holding the ground around 1.88. Subrookey is another one. This one's also one that I kind of like because they built out a system for people to get into giveaways, into collaborations with ease. And that's what I truly enjoy about this is that if they can solutionize that, I don't know what else they could solutionize, but I'm sure they're gonna figure something out. Another issue that NFT projects have, and that's why I've been holding this project for a while since it was like at two. And then Metaplex Whitepaper. This one I might get another one because I'm still curious on when they're gonna come out with this white paper, if ever. But yeah, I mean that's GM. What's going on, man? River, what's going on, man? Okay, so we have what else do we have here? Do entrepreneurs? This was crazy, man. I can't believe this one. How how horrible the actual software was. That's what's crazy about that. We have Brains and Zombies. This is the one I was talking about. I mean, dude, I'm kind of curious. Like, this might. 30.37 Solana. This seems like something like if they would announce something, like I don't want to play the game anymore, but if they want to announce something, I for sure like it this could reach point 60 and then just like almost like a 2x before like they start again their season two. They're like trying to gamify this whole zombie game, and the next season is coming out, which is season two. And season one was like it was horrible because they they accidentally in their code let go of something to where you can mint infinity brains, and this thing diluted all the way to like 20,000 brains, and it just like tanked the whole game. It was so I'm sure they're gonna be a lot better, but what I'm just curious is like if this goes up to point 60 Solana. But we have cat orange whistling. All right, all right. And Anon dots. Anon, that's the project from Coast Kid DAO, I think, right? Yeah. Yeah, this one sold out. Yeah, it sold out. It was crazy that it sold out. Ghost Kid DAO. I used to be part of that project, and then I sold it. But I definitely enjoyed the art around Anon. I mean, Anon just I like this art better than Ghost Kid DAO. But as far as what they're gonna do, I mean, let's see. It says about us right here. We live in a corrupted world run by people using their influence to control resources and dominate institutions such as media, police. Your only solution to fight war is right. We are resistance. We are Anon. All right, cool. 10,001 are a resistant hideout for those seeking to emancipate themselves from the current system, net decentralized network, individuals. Strong band. Are you ready to join the resistance? Okay, I mean, let let me. What is the actual floor price here for Anon? Because I will be surprised if it's still holding its actual. Um, let's see. Why did I write magic even? So we got Anon right here. Let's see what it's at right now. 1.77. Interesting. And yeah, I mean it's still the same, which is okay. So I mean, I think this thing could probably hit like 0.50 at some point. Um, because I just think they have a lot going on. The market right now is still it's not like it's a bull run, but it's still a hit market. A lot of a lot of projects are not gonna see the bull run yet for a while. So I mean, I unless they really come out with something crazy with utility, okay, but I think it's gonna take a while. So I do see this hitting like one Solana, and then maybe at that time I'll probably look into it. Maybe I can add it to my. Let me see if I can add it if Tensor finally added it in Tensor Trade the Anon Club. Nope, they haven't added it yet, or maybe they did. I just can't find it. Ah, yeah. So I'm gonna add this on here, and then move on with it. So overall, let's just track it. I'm gonna track it and see what's going on with that. Degens this one's an interesting one because I definitely like observing Urcon and what he's building. I mean, this guy doesn't stop. This guy he knows how to market. He's got crazy UFC fighters involved in the project. I mean, this guy is crazy, man. But I that Degen token that comes out, it's gonna be also another big portion of what they're gonna do here. So I definitely want to just watch this. Maybe if he hits like 10 Solana, I'll probably jump in. But overall, I mean that's basically let's go. Spoilers, what pilot's website? Spoilers, pilot's website way better. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's funny. But overall, I mean, just a lot of things that's going on here. And just this it's hard to want to get in now because again, the Solana price has gone up to $26 and projects are gonna keep slowly dipping. So this is a quite interesting phase right now in Solana again to where like, am I gonna get in or am I not because of that price? and that price is still kind of moving up. So the more it moves up, the lower the NFT prices. So this is why I'm not really doing much. So we shall see. Now the CPI data is going to come out in 4 weeks. If it comes out bad to 6.3, yeah, Jerome Powell is going to raise rates to 50 basis points. I mean, or at least he's going to talk about it, and that's probably going to lower the market. But I mean, who knows where this thing's going? But overall, that's basically everything I have in Solana and what's going on here. Just a lot of cool projects out there. Just all of them are dipping. It's crazy that you still got Sujiko Warrior still. I got the wrong one. Bonfita is up. You got Liberty Square still holding its ground. Shout out to them as well. Liberty Square is they're beasts, man. Paratools, a great project as well. Um, so we'll see if these projects keep lowering down until the next show. Make sure you go join our Value Vibes podcast on Discord. We're gonna go live tomorrow. We're gonna try to talk to some founders again on what's going on in Solana. So maybe this Tuesday or Thursday we'll lock them in, hopefully. And yeah, Tuesdays, Thursday, Value Vibes podcast. We just gone live on Spotify. We just put it on Spotify. Make sure you check that out as well. I go live Monday, Wednesday, Friday around the same time. And if there's anything you want me to talk about, I'll be willing to do so. We got thinking a tile to buy more Taiyo Oil. Next drop for holes will be on ETH, confirmed by Tom. And now you can burn oil for increase. Interesting. Let's look at Taiyo Oil, see where it's at right now. And Taiyo Oil is at 9. It has gone a little bit up. It has definitely made its and not really much, but it's finally moved a little bit up. That is interesting. Now, Tile Pilots, next drop for IO Hollow will be on Eve. Okay, interesting stuff. I'm gonna definitely look at that. I'm gonna tell Soul Investor about that. He's definitely into this whole Tile Oil, Tile Pilots flip game. For him is all it's the flip part. So I'm gonna tell him about that and see what he comes out with. Now you have Tile Pilots at 14 Solana as well. Man, this is crazy. I definitely want to probably get into Tile Pilots. But anyways, much love, guys. Much love. And mint that like button. Comment below anything you want us to talk about next time. And peace.